We farm at 1400 feet in the Durham Dales on wildflower meadows, severely disadvantaged land, and we keep Hereford cattle. And the reason we keep Hereford cattle is, sorry, it's a one-man operation. If you keep limousines or other cattle like that, they're very flighty and not easy to look after. Because I'm working on my own, we keep Herefords and we graze them on these wildflower meadows. And Herefords, traditionally, we'll graze on very, very thin soil and very, very poor meadows. And our meadows are not the best of grass, even though the wildflower meadows, and we've got a score of 120 for the wildflower meadows, which is the highest scoring weed here from the North Pennines Trust. We keep Herefords because the designated is a rare breed, and we get the subsidy for that, obviously. So we keep rare breeds, and we also use your feed, Davison feed, because we find it just puts a little bit finish on them. It just builds them up just enough for us to take them to the show and to sell them at reasonable prices. We need to sell them at reasonable prices to make a living, and we just find this feed, and what happens is we can ask you for a nutritionist to come down. He comes down and changes up the feed to suit, and we're quite happy with that, and we really think that we're going up in the world. We're now in the top 45% of the Hereford world. And since we've started using Davison feed, we've gone up from 35 to 40%. Now we have to go into the genetics and use a different bull and see what the nutritionist says again, and take it up another 10 to 15%, so we can go into the top 50, top 35. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
Tell me what's important to you from a farmer's point of view when you're looking for a feed company to supply you. What's important to you?
timing. If you say you're going to come on Tuesday, I want you to come on Tuesday. I don't want you to come on Thursday, because being a one-man operation, there's always something to do. And if you say you're going to come at 10 o'clock on Tuesday, I want you to come between 10 and 11 o'clock, spot on. We drop your feed off, we have a cup of coffee with the driver, bye-bye. The bill comes the next year, you get paid. And that's the way we like to operate. We don't, months in time, we don't want to be paying bills, we want to pay them now.
Okay.
So the job's done, everything you come and you drop a 4-ton load of feed off first, he gives me the bill, there's your check, thank you very much. Okay. And the timing and everything else you do, because you can ask you for anything at your firm and they'll send it for you. So these animals are 13 and 14 months old, and we need on the Herefords. Traditionally they were a small dumpy cow. Now we've started to get them up a bit more, but we're looking to put a good back end on the animal. And the feed we buy a few with a little bit of minerals in is putting, you can see where the meat's coming down to the hocks. See on that one, it's coming down to the hocks. The meat's coming down, right down, see? And these animals are only 13 to 14 months old. What would you do if that animal was 15 to 17 months old? How much meat would you put on that? You can see a Hereford steer would put on 1 kilo a day from birth to death. So if this was 3 months older, you would have 90 to 150 kilos on, because some people put a kilo a day and some people put a kilo and a quarter. Now your nutritionist come down, told us what was what, and now we've got just over a kilo a day. But the average is a kilo. Now we're getting up above average now, through a little bit of help from you guys, and that's what we're looking for.
How do you measure success?
Very difficult to do that, actually. When I measure success out the show ring, we show at about 7 or 8 shows a year, and we get seconds, thirds, fourths, firsts. Lately we've had quite a few firsts, and we think we're going up in the ring, up in the show. We just have to be careful what sort of bulls we purchase for the next one. If we can purchase, something with a bit more shape and a bit more thing, and the ABVs, we have to watch the ABVs, which you'll probably watch on your drawings, because if you're putting the feed in, you'll be putting the stuff in to incorporate that. So if you go on a Hereford website and you'll get an ABV grapple, and it gives you estimated beef values, which you probably already know, and they'll tell you what the feeding value is. And we look at that, and I look at the self-replacing index, which ours is currently about 30s, 32s to 38s. The average is 22 and 26. So we look at that. That's how we measure the rise in the thing, and that's like I said to you before. Our cattle are starting to go up now through help from you.
What did you win today?
We've got 2/5 today, and for the youngest in the class. So that's very good for being the youngest in the class. 2/5. We've got a 5th for this one, and a 5th in the pairs. So we did well today because of the youngest in the class. Like I've already explained to you, if they had been the same as everybody else in the class, which is 18 months to 2 years, how much beef would you put on that? In 3 months, a kilo a day would give you 90 kilos. Now, if you average 1.25 kilos, would be over 100 kilos weight on. Put 100 kilos on there, how much extra would you have on? 100 kilos. That's a lot of weight. So, you know, that's what you have to do.
So you're happy with Davidson's?
Oh, yeah. Over the moon with Davidson's.
Good.
Davidson's is the king.
Thank you.